See you on TV, sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
All right, everybody, we are back. We got hacked. We had some technical difficulties. Where will our producers please pull it up to make sure it doesn't sound like shit.
Okay, yeah, it takes a minute and then you get off.
Okay, so we're back. Hopefully everything goes to plan.
If it doesn't, please let us know.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your comments.
Seriously,
appreciate it.
For all 7 viewers, most in a long time.
Chris, we're counting on you to let us know.
Yes, please.
Or Carl, if you're still watching.
Yep.
Or KP.
He's probably asleep.
But anyway, we're back. We were in the middle of MMA. We'll just jump right back into it. We were talking Lesnar Jones. We'll move past that. We had the UFC event. CM Punk just fought on UFC 225. Colby Covington won the interim welterweight belt. Now, Colby Covington is an interesting character because right now the big guys like the Bones, the Ronda, the Conor McGregor, they're all kind of MIA. So Colby Covington is like this guy who created Persona, and he plays it really well. It's basically like a really piece of shit person. Like, he's a Trump supporter, he's like racist, he does all these things. Anyway, he won, so we have a new bad guy in the UFC, which is pretty exciting. And it also proves that the UFC is basically just real WWE. That's all it is now. Especially because they let CM Punk fight for no reason. So I just thought that was something we should bring up, that Colby Covington. I know you don't know a lot about him, but you might hear a lot about him because a lot of people are kind of pissed that he won because he beat this guy that he was a piece of shit to. But anyway, he's apparently the next star. Moving on, Ronda is going to be in the Hall of Fame, which the UFC Hall of Fame is really meaningless right now. There's the legends are in it, like Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture and I think Ken Shamrock, all the guys who did it, Don Fry, all these guys who did it and started it, Mark Coleman. But, like, it's so young and so new.
It's nothing big yet.
No, it's not like the NFL Hall of Fame, and it's been around for 60, 70 years or something. It's small. But it's still pretty cool. I mean, Ronda is the one that put women's MMA on the map. No one can deny that. She was the first woman superstar maybe ever. I mean, she was everywhere for a long time. So that's pretty cool. Good for her. I thought that was they injected that into Raw, which I thought was smart.
Yeah.
And then really the last thing on MMA, the only thing I care about right now is from what I understand, Conor McGregor is going to come back and he's going to fight Khabib in Russia, which is really cool. Yeah, because that's the big fight. He's obviously Conor got stripped of his belt. Khabib ended up winning the belt in a really shitty match. And Khabib runs his mouth nonstop. He's a pure wrestler versus Conor, who's pretty much a pure striker. So that's the only fight I care about, other than Stipe versus DC. But that's the next big fight. Hopefully we see that by the end of this year. They just got to figure out McGregor's legal issues.
Yeah.
For his whole.
He's got a few. Yeah,
for the whole thing he did in New York City.
So is Nick officially out?
Nick Diaz hasn't been fired yet. That's in a standstill.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen because pretty much all the evidence says it's gonna be a shoot case. So he's gonna be out soon. Nate refuses to fight, but Nate came out and publicly endorsed Nick, so he's just as big a piece of shit. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of there's not a lot going on. The next big fight is Stipe versus DC because it's a cross promotional. Light heavyweight champ versus heavyweight champ, so it's kind of to figure out the best in the world. So that's the next big fight. Super excited for that.
When's that fight?
I think it's next. I think it's in July 17th or 18th or something like that. So that's the next big thing. So moving on from MMA, we'll go into a little bit of NFL because we're starting to get into that mode. Training camps are starting to happen.
86 days away?
Yep, 86 days away. And honestly, the only theme that I could come up with when I was trying to name this segment is it's a season of holdouts.
It really is. There's a lot of players not showing up.
No, and it's kind of mind-blowing to me because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know that the NFL brings in billions of dollars a year. And the amount of money they make in even the smallest teams is unreal.
Yep.
So how are these people not being paid? that's what I don't understand. Is they keep doing these contract extensions or not contract the tag thing, the franchise tag. Why? Why aren't these deals? Why is the NBA running so flawlessly? You don't see franchise. They don't have a franchise tag, but they have something like it in the NBA. Why is the NBA doing it so perfectly? And they're the smaller league, but the NFL is just horrible at it.
So, why are these players? What's the reason behind
They
it?
want
Contracts.
they want a
They want more-
contract.
they want more money.
They want a 5-year, $120 million guaranteed. I mean, they're big ones too. There's Taylor Lewan, there's Julio Jones, Earl Thomas, Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald. Those are big names, like that changed the whole franchise.
Yep.
And they won't, they can't sign. So I don't understand. For me as a fan, I don't understand how these people aren't getting paid. They're not just nobodies. They're star players. They changed every side of the ball. Why are you not throwing all this money at them when you're bringing in billions of dollars a year? I just don't get it.
Just
Like,
trying to keep them on a leash.
well, they have the salary cap, and that's kind of it. Like, they, all the thing, the national anthem thing, and they're trying to control the players and restrict them and limit them, and they fine them for doing anything.
The owners are trying to make it clear that they still have the power, basically.
Well, and they don't, though.
They don't, but this is how they're doing it.
It's modern day slave driving. It really is. You have these people who are. It's not like they're going out there dribbling a basketball. And I have all the respect in the world for the NBA. But at the end of the day, what they do is not going to alter their life when they retire.
Yep.
They're just not. They might have knee issues, but who doesn't? But these NFL players, not only do they risk death, but they risk all these CTE. They risk all these
Paralyzed.
being paralyzed. They put their lives on the line 16 games a year for these people who are refusing to give them the money they deserve. It makes me uncomfortable as a fan, because we as the fans should speak up and say, like, yeah, they get paid a lot of money, like hundreds of, tens, 20s, 30s, millions of dollars.
Yep.
Money we're never going to see. But that's still, they earn it. They're in a business that's bringing in billions. Why aren't you paying them?
If you look at an expense aspect, though, for like a business standpoint, the NFL is a lot harder to maintain for a team when you're an owner, because you have all the trainers, you have to maintain the field, you have to maintain everything else about it. I do see where you're coming from, but they also have to have a stance, because, like, let's be real, as a business owner, you're in it to make money. So you do have to, you will, they're not dumb. They know they're going to have to make gradual increases, but think about it, okay? Say I'm making a contract for Steve this year, and I'm going, okay, Steve, you're great. You're the star of the show. I'll give you that team.
Just like this show.
I'll give you the money you want. And then obviously next year, because if you look at the precedent, you come at me and you're like, Aaron, I had a better year than Steve. You gave in to Steve. I want $5 million more. It comes down to business, though. I do see what you're saying, but they are in the business to make money. And if they give in to everybody, when the NFL is eons more. It costs so much more to maintain an NFL team than it does any other sport. You got to look at it from that aspect.
No, I get the business side of it. The part I don't understand is how NBA players who are in technically a smaller league making less money, and the NHL who get way less money, all of these people are getting these contracts, and they don't have salary caps, they don't have these issues. But the NFL, it's not even like close. Like, they are the kings of sports. Like, they have more money than any other league, but yet the NBA players are getting paid more, like the superstars. I'm not saying any Joe Blow should go of the 53-man roster and say, I want more. If someone who's not even top 10 says, I want more money, fucking cut him, because you can find anyone from 10 to 20, no problem. There's that much talent out there. But when you have someone like the people I listed, like Julio and Earl Thomas and Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald, those guys, they deserve almost like the NBA players. Like, LeBron gets to name his price because he puts asses in seats, and he's the reason why people pay to go to shitty Cleveland and watch him play. That's why Steph gets to name his price. KD, all these players now get to name their price in the NBA. Why has it not translated to the NFL? Because I know if I was a Houston fan, I'd pay money just to see JJ play. So why is JJ not? And I get he's injured, but JJ should be getting paid almost what he brings in. That's just my opinion. If you're the superstar of the team and you are the reason people pay tickets, you deserve more money than anyone else in that. More than the CEOs are getting. I know the people in the Patriots, there's a lot of general managers that get paid more than the goddamn players. That's a joke. GMs might be intelligent and they might be able to put the chess pieces on the board, but they don't play the board. I just think that
At
it's...
the end of the day, their lives aren't at risk.
Absolutely. And I just think it would be if there's all these holdouts and they almost depict it on ESPN as if they're being petty. Like as if these players are like, why are they doing this to their team? Fuck that. It's an individual business. They're the ones that put the work in. They're the ones with the talent. They should get paid for it. They shouldn't be blasted on ESPN just because we want to see them play. It doesn't work that way, in my opinion. I get it. I want to see all these great players play, but I also would totally understand if they put the Le'Veon way, said, fuck this, I'm putting my life on the line. I want to get paid. That's fair to me, but not according to the media or according to the NFL. That's just something that I've noticed in this offseason more than ever. It's all you see on ESPN, First Take, and every other one.
Some people are greedy, man.
Why is Aaron Donald holding out? Oh, because he bangs his head against 300-pound men 50 plays a game. He wants money for it.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down to negotiations. I do think that it's going to get to the point, you meet in the middle. You do like any type of negotiation you're in, obviously, the player's going to come out strong, and then you have to come back with a counter. It happens in every business aspect, whether or not it's like, it just so happens there's more of a negotiation in the aspect of football.
There's more power in the corporation's hands, and it's an issue. And I think a lot of it has to do with, it seems like every time a player speaks out, they bury him. And in the NBA, you can't bury those LeBrons, the CP3s. They actually have a working players union. The players union in football is pretty much non-existent.
Well, because you got to think about it like that, though. You can't use LeBron as an example. I don't mean to like.
No, but you can use CP3. CP3's not on the same level.
Think about it. LeBron carried his team how far? And okay, can Tom Brady win a Super Bowl by himself? No.
No, but also, as much as we shit on LeBron for getting them there pretty much by himself, he didn't actually get them there by himself. So,
for the most part.
But CP3 got a huge contract when he was with the Clippers. Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, these other B- players got these big contracts, and they negotiated it. And maybe the NBA execs are just more soft, maybe. But the NFL has been corrupt forever, and this has just been a season of good players sitting out, and we're as the fans, we're going to get hurt by this because they're too stubborn to pay them. And I don't want to hear that the money's not there, because it is. I've seen the reports about how they bring in billions, not millions, billions of dollars every year. The money's there. They just don't want to pay them. That's the part. And I get it. That's part of business. But at a certain point, it should be about the players more than the business. And it's up to the fans to back that. Like, sure, should we be backing someone who wants 20 mil instead of 10 mil? As someone who's broke as shit, I would take $10, but you still have to respect the fact that these guys are going out there and putting their lives on the line. I just don't understand why NBA players who don't put their lives on the line get more of a voice than the people who are killing themselves, almost literally. It just bugs me, and it concerns me because I don't know if this is going to stop. It seems like every year there's more holdouts.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
So it just makes me wonder why that's happening more than ever. Going on from that, Edelman got hit with four.
Not yet.
He's
gonna happen.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Probably get reduced to 3 because he's with the Patriots.
I'm gonna say 2.
2? Oh my God! It's his first offense, I think, right?
Yeah.
First offense, what?
He got hit with
PED.
PEDs. Yeah,
Okay.
he was trying to heal fast in the off season, which is common.
Tore his ACL in training camp last year.
It's like with the Achilles, any of those ACL, MCLs, any of these CLs, really, you need steroids to get that strength back up.
Yeah.
But you're still not allowed to do it, so he's supposed to naturally do it. Most NFL players do that. I'm sure JJ did it. So moving on from that, before we jump into NBA, the hunk
law,
of it,
yeah.
yes. We're gonna do our way too early predictions of the Super Bowl.
Holy shit.
Yeah, way early.
All right.
So you get to go
Steve Ballmer, the
first.
Bucks.
Is everyone doing this? You too.
Yeah, we can all do it if you know all the teams.
Bills.
I
Steve's
don't know
taking
stats, but I know teams.
That's all right. You just pick teams. Maybe you'll be right. Who knows?
Steve's taking the Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
You pick the Bills, you're off the show.
If I pick the Bills, we're taking me out back and shooting me. I'm not gonna go against Brady until he retires. So I'm gonna say Patriots for the AFC.
Mm-hmm. And
NFC's tough.
NFC is tough, so you pretty much have a crapshoot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple teams though.
I'm gonna go crazy. Another AFC. I'm not gonna. Are they AFC?
Who?
Yeah, they're AFC. The
Who?
Rams.
I think Rams are NFC.
Are they NFC? I can't remember. Yeah, they're NFC. Oh, I'm gonna pick the Rams. I'm gonna go wild card Rams.
That makes
If Goff
sense.
has the game or the year he had this year, with that bolstered defense,
Disgusting defense.
there's no reason why they can't do it.
It
That
should-
defense is gnarly.
It
They
should
picked
is.
up two of the best backfield guys and
Namakasu.
and they picked up Ndamukong Suh,
Yeah.
and they got Aqib Talib as long as he doesn't shoot himself. And
Oh
then
my god. Oh yeah.
they got what's his nuts from Kansas City, Peterson. Like they bolstered their secondary is gnarly, and then once again they added Sue. If Goff has the year like he did last year, there's no reason why they can't make it. So I'm gonna pick the Patriots for the AFC, and my wild card is gonna be the Rams.
Who's winning?
Oof.
I'm gonna pick the Patriots just because I don't think Tom Brady's gonna go to 2 Super Bowls and lose them.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I agree with that, but I don't think Pats are making the Super Bowl.
Oh, look it.
I don't. I think the Brady era is done. I think Gronk has no interest in playing. I think Belichick is going to start carving his way out. So I don't think it's going to be Patriots. I think that's the easy pick. I'm going to say, okay, in the NFC, I'm going to take Green Bay. I think Green Bay is a
Yes,
sleeper. I think that they did
Can't
enough.
go wrong with Aaron.
No, I think Aaron Rodgers is hungry. I think that he's going to come back with a vengeance, and I think he's going to do some special things because even without, he lost what was his name?
Jordy Nelson.
Jordy. I think he's still going to make it happen. I just, for some reason, I think Brady's not going to do it. And I like the Rams. I do like the Rams. I mean, defense wins games. So Rams make it tough.
So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna throw this one off for you real quick. If you're not picking the Patriots, who wins that division?
Patriots. Oh yeah.
Oh, they're gonna win the
Oh,
division
yeah,
still.
yeah.
They're just not gonna make the Super Bowl.
There's nobody in that division even close. The Bills were almost close last year, you could say. No, maybe 2 years. When that defense was disgusting and they could make him tap dance. But right now with that rookie QB, they need a miracle. They would need a miracle to win that. Tannehill's going to come back off that ACL injury. He's going to be a mess. That whole Miami Dolphins is a mess itself. And the Jets shouldn't even be in the league. They should play only the Browns for 16 games a year. That should be their punishment. The Jets are horrible. The Browns are actually, I shit on the Browns a little bit there, but the Browns look way better than the Jets do. The Jets, I guarantee you couldn't name 3 players. That's how bad they are. They have no superstars. They have no coaches worth a damn. They should fire the entire organization and ship it off to Canada because the Jets are horrible.
Let's always talk about CM Punk yesterday.
I'm telling the Jets make me sick. They do. They did nothing. There were a ton of free agents this year and they did nothing. So yeah, no, the Patriots easily win that division.
All right, so you got the Green Bay winning the NFC.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Big Ben.
I'm saying Green Bay versus Steelers.
We've already seen that in 2011.
I know, and I want to see a repeat, and I want to see Big Ben take the crown.
I think it'd be nice to
Yeah.
see
And
him
I want to
take it
see him
once, 'cause I think
salute.
if he does that, that'll be a swan song. He'll be
Yep.
done.
Yeah.
And I think they have all the tools to do it. Le'Veon, Antonio, now Juju Schuster, who's disgusting. All Roethlisberger has to do is not throw the ball 5 times to the other team. If he doesn't do that, they've got a pretty solid team. And they have a good defense, too. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pick, Steelers, Green Bay.
Would you like to make a pick?
I'm gonna say.
If you
I
say
don't-
Buffalo, you're leaving right now.
No, please.
Okay.
I'm sick of the rebuilding.
I don't-
I'm a Bills fan. I will be forever, but no.
Okay.
Do you want to guess the record, your Buffalo Bills record?
No.
4
I don't
and
wanna
4
pick-
and 12.
Shut up.
That's my guess. 4 and 12 with 3 wins coming to the Browns.
I just pray that
and
it's
1
more,
to the Jets.
I pray to God it's more wins
3 and
than
13.
Detroit.
3 and 13.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Steelers. Honestly, it's taking the Super Bowl.
That's a good pick.
I would like for that to happen.
Who's your NFC?
I do like Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers.
Way to think on your own feet.
Well, no, it's tough because
Aaron Rodgers, I think he's hard. Like he's in the injury. Like
he needs another ring. Aaron Rodgers needs another ring, and that door is closing.
God, you know it too. You don't even want to admit it.
No, I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers win another title.
I would love to see the Rams too.
I swear to God, if you go fucking Steelers and Packers,
Nope.
No,
Steelers Vikings.
Vikings.
that's not a bad pick.
Carl just got up. Never mind.
Patrick, do you even want to do this, or are you good?
You guys already said my team, so.
What's your team? The Bills.
I was gonna say the Steelers and the Ravens actually.
They're both
They're the
AFC.
same division now, so it's got to be one of them.
But see, this is why I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. At least he got two teams.
All right,
That's pretty
anyways,
good.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, no, see,
I
Steelers
don't
are
really
solid
care
too.
about the other one. I would like the Steelers to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm okay with Steelers too. All right, so
Here we go.
we're gonna get into the juice. Actually, speaking of juice, I need to sip before
Your apple juice.
apple
Juice.
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 100%.
Should we?
What?
You better put in some pity music during this when you're editing. I can't wait for this. Record it.
All right,
Record it.
so
This is me pretending to be LeBron trying to get to that title.
I hate you so much.
He's such a piece of shit.
All right, I'm gonna
This is why no one loves you.
I love
picked up
him.
pretty well on the mic.
I'm gonna go ahead and have my heaping slice of crap.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yay!
Okay, so this is the state of address for LeBron James. So the finals happened, and he got swept. Well, and I say he, because the Cavs are fucking horrible.
J.R. Smith.
And J.R. Smith single-handedly, you know that shot that you just masturbate to, that Allen shot where you say it saved LeBron's career? Yeah, this is the opposite of that. You know how they say for every reaction there's an opposite reaction? That was to come full circle, J.R. Smith having a mini stroke on the fucking court ruining LeBron's legacy. The fact that he got swept is irreparable damage. He is going to go to 13, and I'm saying it right here, right now. He will go to 13 in a row, 13 championships he's going to go for and compete for. If he gets 3 more, I still don't know if that's enough. Because he'll be 6 and 8? Something like that? 6 and 8, whatever.
He's not Jordan.
Okay, he's not Jordan. He's better than Jordan.
Really?
That's
Let's
a
not
side
go
argument.
down this road.
The
right
point
now.
is, the finals happened, and as a fan, I have never been more disappointed in the finals ever. Because after game 1, I said it's over, and the reason it was over because all LeBron had to do was steal 1 game there, and then he could have won 2 games with the Cavs in Cleveland, and then next thing you know, it's 3-1, and the pressure's on Golden State, and KD's a fucking cupcake, and he would have choked, but that didn't happen because JR is an idiot. So JR is 100% the reason why this sweeping happened. LeBron's stats speak for himself, so if you want to ignore the stats, that's fine. That's cute. But his stats were better than MJ's ever were in the finals.
It's not a stat argument.
It's
so
not.
go ahead.
It's not.
Go
But
ahead.
for the small-minded childs out there that love stats, there's a stat. He had better scores than any of them. He should have won the Finals MVP, but he didn't because whatever. They love Katie. It was Katie, which I thought was a joke. Anyway, I will admit that LeBron and the Cavs let me down. And now I have to get a goddamn tattoo of the Jumpman 23 on my fucking foot.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
But I am glad I rode with LeBron because that's what we do. I blame JR, and if I ever see him, I'm going to take that Jumpman 23, put it upside his fucking head. Because he should be kicked out of the league and banned for life from any Cavs arena ever. That's my reaction. Complete disappointment, and if the league doesn't change, I'm going to be upset. What was your reaction? Other than if you sit there and say you were so happy you saw LeBron lose, that doesn't count. I'm talking as an NBA fan, not someone who would literally chew on Kobe's jockstrap for just a taste of his
I
juices.
chew on the jockstrap. You know what you chew on if it was LeBron. So
I wouldn't
shut
chew on
up.
it. I'd take care of it. Anyway, what was your reaction as an NBA fan?
As an NBA fan,
Yes.
hated it.
It was horrible.
Because I like you have all these games and it leads up to this one last series.
We go through 82 games.
and then it's just over in 4. Like I
It's
said,
disappointing.
like he brought up, my God. On the other hand, it was the best finals of my life. Just watching LeBron cry the whole time, it was amazing. Like it was
He did not
Oh, he cried. He cried.
He deserved to cry for 3 of those 4 games.
But as you said, as LeBron James sucks, as a basketball fan, I didn't like it. I didn't want to see a sweep. I would have liked to seen a game out of it. But it's a win-win for me
Yeah.
because LeBron James lost
hmm
and LeBron James lost.
Okay. Well, great
And
reaction.
LeBron James lost.
Okay, so before we go on to the effects of this
LeBron
loss,
James lost.
before we go on to the effects of the loss for LeBron, because we're gonna save that, what does this do in your eyes for KD's legacy? Does it mean anything?
I can't say
Because
this
this is his
series.
second.
I get it, but I
ring.
can't say anything with this series because we've all said it. Everyone knows it. The Cavs
Oh,
was
shit.
LeBron.
Yes,
He did not beat a team. He beat one person.
yes.
So it helps his career, but I don't think it does that much. Just because you look on the paper, it's
for,
black and white. It was a real shitty Cavs team.
does it cement anything for you? Like, is he top anything for you? Is he top 10? right
I've
now?
always thought KD was top 5.
No, I mean all time.
All time?
When I'm talking legacy. What does this do for his legacy?
I don't think he's top 10 all time. Not yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think for his legacy, the last 2 rings he's gotten are a joke because he joined a team that was
Okay.
going to get those rings anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know we had a guest, Stephen A. Smith. Take
I'm
it away.
sorry, it is a joke. The fact of the matter, he joined a 73-9 team. He beat one of the greatest records to ever be held by the team that was better. I think it's the 96 Bulls.
96 Bulls.
96 Bulls were 72-10.
Yeah.
One of the greatest teams to ever grace the court,
Led by who?
led by Pippen
Oh,
and Kerr. Anyway,
Oh.
so
Rodman.
Who's
Golden-
on your tank top?
Golden State
Sure.
Golden State beat that 73-9. Then they ended up choking hardcore with a hurt Steph Curry, in which gave Cleveland its first ring. That's the team KD joined.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fault him for that because
I am going to fault
No,
him for
why?
that because he is a top.
he
he's the
is,
number
but
2
he
player.
couldn't
his
do
own
it with
team.
Oklahoma. He wants
He
a
couldn't win
championship.
anywhere. There's 32 teams in the
Why not go
goddamn
to the
league.
Knicks?
He could have went to the Knicks and been a goddamn. Could you imagine if he brought a ring to Madison Square Garden? Oh my God, you would. It's just like what LeBron did, and I'm telling you right now, people forget so quickly. He brought a ring to the shittiest city in Cleveland for the first time in 50 years against down 3-1. Amazing. KD could have had that moment, and now he won't. He has
MSG.
He has 2 rings, and he chose to. And the reason he has it is because of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green and Kerr.
But he helped. You can't say
Sure, he
didn't
helped, but
help.
they would have done it anyway. Do you honestly think
He's
KD couldn't have?
No, he could have gone wherever he wanted.
KD
but
had.
He's chasing. He's
What's he
not
chasing?
young. He wants a ring.
Listen, everyone can hate on LeBron as much as they want because LeBron says at least he has the balls to go out and say he's chasing the ghost in Chicago. He says that, and I so much respect
Okay,
for that.
but he also. This is gonna
No,
turn
no.
bad.
This
he
is-
also.
don't bring
no,
it up.
No. No, I'm bringing it up. He also left a shitty Cleveland team,
Yes.
got a super team together to win a championship. He's doing. Except the only thing KD did different, the super team was already there. LeBron recruited a super team.
This is
you can't fucking say no.
This is why I'm going to destroy everything you just said. When he left in 2010, he joined D Wade. D Wade, and I would bet I'd give you $1,000 right now if you could name me D Wade's teammate in 2009. Give me one teammate. You can't because he didn't have a team. They didn't even make the playoffs. They were not a good team. LeBron said because D-Wade was his boy, I'm going to go join D-Wade. And then they said Bosh, who sucked ass in Toronto. Well, he didn't suck ass, but Toronto sucked. Said, fuck this. Let's go make a team. They made a team, lost the 2011 finals because they had no chemistry.
Doesn't matter. They made the team though, and they got the chemistry to get together the next year.
Yeah, they built the chemistry after a loss, went on another 3-ring tear, lost one time to the Spurs, won twice, still did great in the eyes of whatever. Also, the team they beat first to get the first ring was KD, Westbrook, and Harden. Pretty sure Harden's going to win the MVP. Westbrook won the MVP last year, and KD, I believe, won the MVP the year before that. So LeBron dismantled 3 MVPs in 2012. Okay, so there's LeBron's legacy. Sure, he made a super team. He didn't join one. He made one. He was the captain.
Is that not what I just said?
No,
He just did it differently.
No.
KD went to a team that was already built.
And-
LeBron built a team to get a title.
That's fine. Building a team is what KD
Who
should have
cares?
done.
It's every
No,
player in the
no.
NBA, their goal is to win a championship.
Not to join a team that was pretty much guaranteed it. That's my argument. KD joined a team that was going to win it anyway. Period. He did. A 73.
He got smart. He was like, oh, I'm going to win a title with this
He
team.
got weak. Here's the part that everyone glosses over, including you. That year, the year before he left to go to Golden State, where did he go in the playoffs? Do you remember? He went to the Western Conference playoffs against
And
Golden
lost to
State.
Golden State.
He went to the Western. He was right fucking there, and he quit. I hate Westbrook. I hate how he plays. But he was right there. He could have stayed there and been like, no, I'm going to exercise this demon and get my ring my way with Westbrook. He chose not to. He went the easy
Do you ever
way.
think, though, honestly, like, I'm sorry, I don't agree with him but, like, he's right on that. Do you ever think that there are people who are meant to lead, and then there are people who are meant to be just good players and not be a leader, and that could be what KD is?
Absolutely. And he can be but he'll never be top 10 as a follower. And you can ask any name.
Because to be honest with you, I look at KD and I think like of a Pippen-esque person. Pippen was totally fine with being like, Jordan, it's your team.
Except when he left in '94 and Pippen went off.
I get that, but still, he was fine with him coming back. I see where he's coming from, honestly. Like, I think that, like...
I just think, for me, it hurts his legacy, and I'm never going to put him in top 5 when he should be top 5. Because, not now, but when his career is done, the dude's he's one of the best shooters to ever exist. He's a great defender. He's special. KD is special. But he killed his legacy by joining that team. Because if he would have gotten 2 rings at any other organization and been stopped, it would have been his organization. But what he did was join a perfect machine and just did his job.
Do you think he can reclaim that if he goes to a different team?
I don't think so, and I don't think they will. I think he's going to ride it out.
I know.
This team is you're going to see Golden State in the finals
For the next 5 years.
unless LeBron goes to the West and then joins Houston. That's his best bet. But
He's a Laker.
Definitely
we'll get to that. But all I'm saying that for me, it did nothing to help his legacy. Of course, it didn't hurt it, but for me, as someone who's looking at an all-time list, right, it did nothing to help it, and I think that should say something. Yeah, he's got 2 rings and 2 Finals MVPs, but I hate Kobe, but he's no Kobe. He's no Kobe, and I kind of hate the fact that people are like, oh my God, KD's got 2. He's 1 behind LeBron. LeBron got rings a different way, in a harder way, in his own way. KD joined a team and pretty much was hand-delivered rings.
So this is my question then. You're sitting here and he's pulling for KD and you're arguing for LeBron, and it's basically a preference. He's still 1 behind LeBron. Isn't it all an opinion type thing? Like,
No,
you're
it
arguing
is. Of
with
course
me
it
about
is.
the Jordan thing.
It's all opinion. None of this is fact. It's all opinion. You could argue, there's people who argue that Kobe is number 1. There's people that argue that Isaiah
Just
Thomas
personally-
is one of the best to ever
Personally,
do
my
it.
feeling is I sort of am behind the KD thing because I think it takes a stronger leader to step back and be like, Curry, it's your game. You be the all-star. And look at that game when Curry sucked.
I don't see. I
He stepped
disagree.
up.
Yeah, if you are the better, more superior player, you should be the leader. Period. That's how it should be. Do you know why Michael Jordan was the leader? He was the better player. If Pippen was better than MJ, it would have been Pippen's team. Period. It would have been. And just like when LeBron joined D-Wade, nobody was sitting there going, it's D-Wade's team. Wrong. LeBron's the best player. In the NBA, that's how it works. If you're the best player, you are supposed to lead them to a championship. Why do you think Houston failed? Because Harden was the best player, and he's a horrible leader. If CP3 was in that game, Golden State wouldn't have made that finals. Bet money. Because KD doesn't have that in him. I'm just saying, as a fan and someone who's looking at the big picture, it did nothing. It helped Steph's legacy. That's Steph's team. Steph stayed in, built it, is going to stay with it. That's Steph's team. Steph has 2 or 3 rings right now, and he did it all himself with his team. KD just joined a team that was already going to win rings.
So we're never going to agree on this. I agree.
No, of course not.
It doesn't tarnish his legacy. It doesn't help it, but I don't think it hurts it. Like, So you got players that are out there like Carmelo Anthony. Why do you think he went to the Knicks? For the money. He didn't go to the Knicks to win a title. He went for the money. KD, he flat out said, I want a title. So he did the easy route. I'm not saying it wasn't the easy route. I'm not denying that. You join a fucking team like that, yeah, it's an easy route. LeBron took it a little more tougher, but LeBron did the same thing, except he took the tougher road and he got a better team together to win it. He didn't join a great team. So
Okay.
we're just going to agree to disagree.
All right, so moving on from that, what does the loss do to hurt LBJ's legacy? And again, don't do this as an
I
LBJ
know.
hater. Do it as an NBA analyst. Try to be an
I
analyst.
honestly think it's going to hurt him just because right now
He's
you're-
3-6.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's made 8 straight finals.
And was swept twice.
Exactly. You're going to go down if he doesn't go to a different team and shoot off like 3 or 4 titles, his legacy is going to go down to went to however many finals but lost them.
I think, and this is undeniable in my opinion, he's number 2. Period. It goes Michael Jordan, LeBron, and then all the rest is just argument. I said at the beginning, I can't argue right now until LeBron gets more chips. You don't. Michael Jordan never even let a Game 7 happen.
Yep.
Okay, let alone get swept twice. A lot of stuff gets swept under the rug about what MJ did before he riddled off those 2 dynasties. Let's forget that. At the end of the day, 6-0 looks a lot better than 3-6.
Yes.
Now, if LeBron can go and even win 1 or 2 chips, especially if it's with the Lakers and it's not a super team like Houston, I think he's still fighting for that legacy. He's not done. He has
I
5
don't
years
argue.
left.
He's, in my opinion, we've gone over this. He's the second best player of all time in the NBA.
I think he had an impossible task.
Regardless of what his stats are right now, he's still the number 2 player in the
Yeah.
world. And it's either gonna jump Jordan, but he better win like 4 more titles
Yeah.
real soon.
He would
or
need
he's
at
gonna
least
be
7.
under Jordan. And I'm a Kobe fan, all right? But it's Jordan, then LeBron.
What a perfect segue. So going on, I don't know if you read, but Kobe came out, had some comments to say about LeBron. He came out and said that if the shoe was on the other foot, he would have figured out a way to win. Okay, I think Kobe is this old sourpuss of a man who is incredibly sick of being overlooked because everyone used to call him like MJ's second. He's not, never was. But what do you think? Do you think Kobe's just sour grapes, or do you think he has a point? You think you put Kobe on that Cavs team, they make the finals like that?
Just Kobe?
Just Kobe.
No.
You're changing LBJ for Kobe.
No. I love Kobe, but there's the team. You don't beat a team like that with one player.
No.
It's not possible.
And Kobe.
I love Kobe. He's going to go down as one of the greatest, but you could put Larry Bird in his prime. You could put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You could put Magic Johnson in
Even
their
Michael
prime.
Jordan.
Even Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to beat the... If Michael Jordan was in his prime
He won.
and he played with that Cleveland team, he's not.
You're
You're not
not
going to beat it.
Yeah, and I thought that Kobe coming out and saying that a leader is supposed to make his
Cotton.
teammates better. It bothered me that he came out and said that because one, he's retired and irrelevant, and he never even beat the Golden State Warriors in the last. Yeah, he was crippled and old, but he never even beat him the last 4 years. So for him to come out and say that, I just think he's trying to stay relevant, and I love Kobe's mentality, and I guess that's what a champion does. They always believe in themselves. But he had the balls to say that LeBron doesn't make the people around him better. That is so laughable because Kobe was the biggest ball hog to ever walk in the NBA. That's not even, you can't argue that. Where does he get off saying LeBron doesn't make his teammates better?
Well, we both agree. To beat Golden State, you better assemble
A super team.
the best team
Yeah.
to ever, like, that's not on Golden State. You gotta think there's 4 or at least 2 of the top 5 or top 10 NBA players on one team, and
Yeah.
then you put in Klay Thompson.
You definitely have the
And
top,
Draymond.
the top 5. Of the top 5, you have 3 of the best scorers in Clay, Steph, and KD.
yes. So you gotta assemble like the best super team to even have a shot.
Which is actually another perfect segue because what is it going to take
That's what I'm here
to
for.
stop Golden State? Like that's where we're at. As NBA fans, we should be rooting for every possible way for this. They're the empire now. They're
I
the
don't think you
empire.
can.
I think you can.
You'll need something.
I
You-
think it needs to be. I think LeBron, if they want to beat them in the West, I think LeBron needs to go to Houston.
I think that's the only way to do it. I think if LeBron goes to the Lakers, which that's looking more and more likely, I just don't. That's not enough. They have
It
young,
might be-
great
it might be
players.
competition, but I don't
There's
think
not. I don't think there's
to-
enough money in the world to assemble a team.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the salary cap. Like, Houston's the only chance, man. With CP3 and Harden and LeBron, and then somehow if you could get a Kawhi, if you could get a PG-13, if you could get these players, that's your only chance, man. But now, this is the point I wanted to make. This is before we do our predictions. The league is in trouble because it is a one-man show, and if they make a super team, who cares about the other 30 teams? Nobody
It's gonna be
cared.
super team versus super team.
Nobody cared about the other 30 teams this year.
No,
Okay,
was-
we'll say 29 because people
Yeah.
believed in Houston.
Houston.
It was Houston, Golden State, and the Cavs.
And the Cavs. That was it. Everyone else was irrelevant. I mean, and they have some
Raptors
teams.
came up and choked.
Raptors were a joke.
Choked hard.
The Pacers gave LeBron a run for his money, but
Celtics were pretty.
Celtics were really good, but even still, the Celtics aren't beating Golden State. Celtics couldn't even beat LeBron and company, let alone Clay or Steph or Katie or Draymond. It's just I don't know, man. And they're talking about adding Anthony Davis to the Golden State Warriors.
They even brought up LeBron.
Yeah.
There's no way LeBron goes.
If he did, he'd get 3 more rings like
Well,
that.
he would,
It wouldn't even be close. But as an NBA fan, we're in a
I would really hope like the commissioner would do what they did with Chris Paul to the Lakers and
Yeah.
fucking.
which is still one of
Watch
the
that.
worst things. I wish we saw CP3 and Kobe play, but I don't know. I think NBA fans should be in a state of distress right now because I am. I just saw a sweep, and I don't want to see sweeps.
In
and
finals.
And I definitely in finals, and I definitely don't want to see one team that I know is going to be 21 odds every year. That's not fun to me. I was excited about these playoffs, and it was a good playoff run. But then when it came down to the last two playoff runs, it was just Golden State being disgusting, with no chance. I mean, Steph shot like what was it, 1 for 20 or something
He
insane.
had 4
And Clay,
points going into the fourth
yeah,
quarter.
and Clay shot horrible, and they still won. That's how good your team is. If they don't do something, I'm not saying they're not going to be able to obviously break them up because they're all willing to take money losses, but LeBron is the best chance, and I wonder where he's.
LeBron and Houston.
That's it. That's what we're left to now. We just got to hope that LeBron goes and beats this empire, or else we're going to see 5 more rings to Golden State. And I love Golden State, and I love watching them play, but I don't like that they're shitting on my finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't a good finals, and that sucks because I wait all year for it. So, I don't know. I don't know if you have an opinion of where LeBron needs to go or not.
He's biting the like. You know you want.
Don't say Lakers.
I don't want him on the Lakers.
He's
Shut
going to
up.
the
You
Lakers.
don't want to.
It's just sad because I feel like he's gonna go to the Lakers. And it's
I mean,
piss
his
me
kid's
off.
Why
already
do you
enrolled
hate
in
the
school.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see him in Philly.
Why do you?
I
hate-
would too,
I
except then he's going to be in another finals against Golden State, and Ben Simmons at one point had a 0-point game.
Why do you hate him? The idea of him in the Lakers, truthfully.
Because he doesn't like LeBron.
I don't like
I'd
That's
rather
the
have the Ball brothers. Like,
That is true. They said if they brought LeBron in, they'd get with Alonzo because he said
That's
he won't
fine.
work
I'll be okay
LeBron.
with that.
But so if he goes to the Lakers, I just hope somebody starts getting an ego over Golden State. That's my hope. I hope Steph says "fuck this, I'm out," or KD or something. One of them grows
You
some
were
balls.
talking about Steph moving over.
I want to see
Charlotte.
Steph in Charlotte. I want to see him
It's never
go
gonna
and
happen.
lead his own
I
team in
understand you brought
Charlotte.
it up, Jordan, and it's his hometown. It's not gonna happen.
That's what I would want to see. Something's got to happen because as long as those 4 boys stay together, it's over. And my fun in the finals is over. Because
Yeah, but you can get lots of cool tattoos.
fuck off.
yay!
I-
Let's name the next one. I got your back, brother.
Anyone who sits there and enjoyed these finals,
Do you want 8 or 24?
what the fuck that? I'm not getting a Kobe tattoo. At least I'm getting a number 1. I'm not getting a number 4.
3.
5. 3, barely 3.
Maybe 3.
I put Shaq above Kobe.
Wow.
Allen Iverson says that.
Allen Iverson is a great player, but he's not exactly intellectually the most basketball intelligent person.
Drink it.
And he also loved Kobe. And he was very biased to Kobe. He came out and said that. I'm a position player. I think Shaq is top 5 personally. But anyway, what is your finals prediction?
For next year?
Yep.
Golden
Way too
State
early.
in 4.
Go against who?
Doesn't matter.
That's
I want to hear him say it because he never answered. Where does he think LeBron's going?
Yes, that's true. You dodged that.
My heart
fucking
says
politician.
not Lakers, but my heart says he's gonna go to the Lakers. And
Yeah,
I'm so
they just
upset.
announced his kids.
If
just
they're going to school in LA,
Yeah.
maybe it's the Clippers.
Fuck
you're-
that.
No way.
The Clippers are somehow in the odds because they could pay him like $300 million, but he doesn't need money. He's got a lifetime contract with Nike. He doesn't need money.
Where do you think he's going?
I mean, it depends. I wish I knew his mindset. If he wants rings, it's Houston.
Not the Lakers.
No, it's not. Maybe in a couple years he could build that team up. Maybe.
Well, yeah, because if
I don't-
LeBron goes there, you're gonna get other superstars.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to the Lakers, they're going to get PG-13, and they might even because Kawhi was born there too. So if you get Kawhi, LeBron, and PG-13, yeah, they can take them. They could take Golden State. Those three boys could. If that happens, I am all for fuck the East at that point. They should just delete the East for a couple seasons if that happens. But the only team you can logically pick in the East is the Celtics.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
only ones
say
close.
Golden
he
State
ain't going
Celtics.
back. With Kyrie.
No, I mean for the championship.
Oh,
Golden
next
State
year.
Yeah.
Celtics.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So I would say it's gonna be Celtic Golden State. I don't think LeBron stays with the Cavs.
Are we gonna do wrestling because we went? had
No, we're not
issues?
doing
I didn't
wrestling.
think
Fuck
so.
wrestling. It sucks right now.
Yeah, Vince.
You're fired.
Steve, you got your outro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got
Rocket.
Steve's talk.
We're not
for the
doing.
rock.
We're not doing. Did you really write
That's
that down?
Steve's talk for the
That's
rock.
awesome. We're not doing wrestling just because we got hacked, but still love you.
That's not why.
And still would love a shout out from your buddy on your Instagram. Like I said, I'm going to say it over and over again. I'm going to sound like a broken record. You're not even going to say her name because we struggle to say it sometimes. But if you just want to put it on your chalkboard in your gym and
Vision
just,
board.
as you're talking to someone on your Instagram, bam, right behind us. That would be amazing. And I tell you right now, if you do that, I will do a marathon and I will watch The Tooth Fairy. And what's another one?
Boom.
Doom.
Oh my god.
I will just watch them over and over and over again for 24 hours. I will videotape it for
You
24
will watch
hours.
your movies in chronological order. When
If
they came
you
out.
shout us out, I
Including
swear
the
to God,
Scorpion King.
I will get a rock tattoo. I'm not even worried about it because it's a badass tattoo. But I'll do it if you just shout us out or you just put us on your board.
Swiss Army nerds. Hit us
That's all
up,
I need.
Rocky. Hit us
I'm
up.
good.
All right.
Short and quick.
So let me go to outputs before we do it. All right. So that's it. That was our State of the NBA address. That was me eating crow, drinking apple juice. I need more apple juice after that. That sucked. Anyway, LeBron, you're officially second all time. I'm sorry. I'm still your biggest fan.
On that note.
Too sweet. See you, boys.
Yeah, we made it.